Hey everyone, today's video we're going to talk about troichoidal milling, peel milling, high-speed machining. You know, there's a couple different ways people talk about it, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. Whether you're a long-time practicer, maybe considering it, maybe you've tried it and failed and tried it and succeed, let me know in the comments below, and we're going to dig into today's episode. Okay, now what I have to share with you today is an example of high-speed machining. The customer had already dipped their feet in, but they were struggling with the process and they knew it could be better. So the application we went in, what they were doing is they were using a half-inch tool with about 65 mil worth of reach, going through a 1-inch plate, doing a 3/4 inch wide slot by 4 inches long. And they were just drilling their pilot entry hole, feeding straight in, and then peeling it all away, and then doing a finishing lap. The trouble they had here is they had a 1/2 inch below the part for chip evacuation. They had massive amounts of flood coolant, through spindle coolant. They tried everything to get those chips out. The trouble is with the 1-inch thick plate is they were making 1-inch long chips. Now, in a small slot like that, chip evacuation is everything. Okay, if you haven't tried it, that's one thing to keep in mind as you go forward doing high-speed machining. You gotta make sure your chip evacuation is there. A couple reasons. One, you don't want to recut your chips. You're wasting your tool if you're already cutting material you've removed. You just want to cut it, get it out of there, and keep going. This is going to let you get higher feeds, higher speeds. You're going to get a better finish. And on top of that, you're going to have a lower tooling cost because now you're not wearing out your tool by recutting all these chips. Okay? So they're doing it, they had it blocked up, they're like, oh, the chips should wash out. They weren't getting it, they couldn't get it any higher with the setup they were holding, and we all know the further off the table you get, the worse your machining conditions are. What we went in there with is this new RF 100 speed from Guhring. Now, the reason, well, you know, why are we going with Guhring? They have this RF 100 speed, their long series, the 1/2 inch, it's about 65 mil worth of reach, 70 mil in that area. And instead of straight flutes, they have chip breakers, and they are staggered on the cutter. I'm going to put a comment and link in below at the end of the video. I'm going to link the video up here, the official one from Guhring. They go into the science and the technology behind it. I want to talk to you about the problem my customer had and how it was saved. And we're almost there, okay? So we plugged in this cutter, we started with the speeds and feeds they were running, we started with the same parameters, all we did was switch their end mill, and instantly, now the chips are breaking up into small little chunks, about 1/2 diameter, and they're flushing out the bottom now because they have enough room. So we're not getting these long pileups, they're not recutting, so a couple things they saw right away with this solution. One, their surface finish went up, okay? Two, once we got everything dialed in and we made sure it was going to run at the old speeds and feeds, we were able to turn it up. We went from 3 minutes 40 seconds to 1 minute 20 seconds. That's about a 60% reduction. Now from that we were actually able to pull it under a minute. Just felt operator comfort level and what they needed for production, that the minute 20 was going to be enough. Going at the 40 seconds, there were really high feeds. Really fast removal. It made the operator have to load and unload more, deburr faster. There was a lot of extra issues because, you know, they were able to get that much extra done. It's a great problem to have, but you got to balance the sell, right? This is something I help work customers through. You know, sometimes you got to divide up operation. That's a conversation for another video. So the important thing here is they're troichoidal milling. They're getting these long chips. Now we've got these small chips. We were able to cut their cycle time by 60%, which saves them money, saves them tool life, saves them time, saves them hassle. I mean, you're not dealing with these big long spears anymore. It's a great cutter. I highly recommend, if you've got the application for it, do it. This is the kind of thing where, you know, heat treated steels, hardened steels, the harder the material, the better this will do. In the super light gummy stuff, you're not going to see as big of an improvement. You can do it, and there's still going to be some improvement. It's not where you really get your ROI. You get massive ROI when you go harder and harder. It's a great addition to setting up a proper tool library based in your machine. You know, roughly 50% of your pockets or more, up to about 75% should be dedicated tooling. The reason is your changeover if you are in a jobbing shop, is really small because now your programmer knows what's in your machine, what's available. And for your quick little operations, sometimes you lose a lot of time just trying to choose the tools that you want in your machine. This is one of those great standard tools. Oh, I need to do some troichoidal milling. Yeah, it's in that length. Okay, you've got the tool, you select it, you program it. There's no looking, there's no fussing. It just helps streamline your operation. You guys got to remember, my goal is to get more manufacturing in North America, and I want to help you get there. If you found this information valuable, give me a like, give me a share, give me a comment below. I want to reach more and more people. If you've got suggestions for next videos, shoot me an email to my inbox. Just meet Arthur social@gmail.com. So yeah, send me an email. You can check out my website. I have a few other videos. I'm going to consistently put them out. I don't want to jinx it by saying weekly. I started out that way, but I want to focus on bringing you guys value. That's my whole goal, to bring more value to North America, to help our economy, to help our people get jobs, to improve so they can give their gifts back to this world. That's my goal. If you want to help me reach my goal, that's great. I would love to hear from you. Give me an email. We can be in touch. I can help you out. I'm always looking into what's new, how to save money, and how to improve in my personal life or in my business life. So I'd love to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check back again, subscribe to this channel so you'll know the next time I put out a video, that'd be great. All right. It's Arthur from meetarthur.ca, and hope you have a great day. Hey guys, I almost forgot. Don't forget about this video here. It's got all the tech specs, all the information, all that science side, the geometries, how they improve the surface finish. All of that great information should be floating right up here as long as, YouTube's working properly. Fingers crossed. All right, good luck. Click the video. Go enjoy it. You're going to love it. You get a little bit of the cutting in there too. Click the video.